Hello and welcome to a Civ 5 Brave New World Let's Play, using some of my favorite mods from all my experience playing this game. So, to go down through the mod list we'll be using, I have Civ Names by Policies, which is just an aesthetic mod, as are a few of them, which just gives the cities the different civilizations names based on their social policies. Moving down, we have Cultural Diffusion, which is basically a mod involved as well as with revolutions. It started with I had revolutions, but it's required to have cultural diffusion and advanced setup to use them. These are a huge game changer in that cultural diffusion allows tiles to be gained without military conquest and just by having a large population, considering themselves being your ethnic group, within a certain tile, and then they may defect to your nation, as well as allowing you to annex territories. Advanced setup will just allow it with mods, so you'll see more of this information going on later. Info Attic, just an aesthetic mod pretty much, in that it just shows me a ton of information. Literally, and it's called Info Addict. But the information will just show you the geopolitical situation of the game. Revolutions, as before mentioned, it simply allows that when unhappiness gets too much, you have options in cities such as strikes, and then it goes all the way up to revolution, in which when unhappiness in a certain city gets bad enough, you'll have units starting to spawn, which will look like city-state units because their goal is to capture the city that they spawn from, and once they capture it, form a city-state there. And then another aesthetic mod is Edit Unit Names, and this just allows you to click on any unit and change their name, which is really only fun when you want to have a navy that give all your ships names, like USS Carthage as you go through your units, which, I mean, it can be quite enjoyable. We'll be doing single player, a custom game, and we have to go through the advanced setup using the mods that we are. And I think we will play as Rome, because we're going to go for only a domination victory, which by setting it just for domination will make a lot of the other civilizations more likely to invade and spice up the gameplay. 17, 18 city-states sound good. We'll be doing a Pangea, just so it's a quick invasion. Not make it a draw now, I have to build a huge navy to invade you. Map size small, we're only using 6 civilizations after all, including us. Difficulty Emperor, it was between this, Immortal, and Deity. And I don't feel like having to fight off a huge invasion to begin off, but starting with Deity. Game pace standard, let's go with quick. We'll start in the modern era because my Civ experience, which is quite enormous in terms of it's my overall favorite game. And I have hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game. A late game to me is always obscenely more enjoyable. We'll be doing temperate, all that. The only thing where I really differ is in resources. I like to play with abundant, just because, I mean, I don't have to worry about having to fight for luxury resources as much. And it doesn't seem to change strategic resources very greatly. As you see, we have different advanced game options, using all the cultural diffusion possibilities here, like acquire tile, flip tile, which is, Carthage has a tile, but we're bordering them. Their people switch to us. Called tile conquest, which means you put a military unit in there, it becomes yours. And when you use policies, I'm not actually sure. No barbarians because they're just dicks who like to ruin the game. And we'll be going down. We'll have revolution, so we can spawn new city-states. Otherwise, they'll just take your city, but it won't actually make a huge difference as time goes on. And I think that's about it. Let's start going. It'll take a moment to load up, so we're just hoping for a good
Blessings of the gods be upon you, Caesar Augustus, Emperor of Rome and all their holdings. Your empire was the greatest and longest lived of all in Western civilization, and your people single-handedly have shaped its culture, law, art, and warfare like none other, before or since. Through years of glorious conquest, Rome came to dominate all the lands of the Mediterranean, from Spain in the west to Syria in the east, and her dominion would eventually expand to cover much of England and northern Germany. Roman art and architecture still awe and inspire the world. and she remains the envy of all lesser civilizations who have followed.
Oh,
Mighty
mighty
Emperor,
Emperor, will you
your
lead
people
us to
turn
stand
to
a
you.
civilization to last the test of time? Okay, not an all bad spot. Nothing luxurious, though. Quite disheartening. Oh, we do have whales right there, but I hate going for having to spend the time to build sea things. Found a good city here. Got a beautiful city of Rome. Let's move. So start getting a basic idea of the lands near me. Got some aluminum to the south. Dyes up and right. More horses. All that relatively useless if you ask me at this point. But I'll go send him over here to build a city. I prefer to have coastal cities, especially since it's Brave New World with trade routes. And I'll send him over to this coast. No barbarians, so there's no huge issue with having to defend your units. Just basically get a broad idea of what's going on. Build a farm. Oh, I did have dyes there. I did not even notice that. Covered up. Make me sound like an idiot now, but yeah. Get some food production going, hardcore. Send some riflemen southwest. And in our city, since we do have whales right there, but I still think I'll go with my regular first move and go with Ironworks first turn. Just because mean production is right now at 12, and that adds 8, so that'll bring it to over 20 as time goes, making a drastic difference. Just bring the next turn here. It's not a huge amount of civilizations in a small map, so we should have plenty of room. I'm not worried about a civilization being right there and one right here, causing a huge crisis. Hopefully some nearby city-states, though. Allies or for expansion, it really doesn't matter. Send you over here. Just keep sending the riflemen us exploring the world. Move my settlers. Riflemen. Like I said, I'm not auto-explore, but I like doing this. Oh, Budapest. Perfect. Got the Hungarians really nice. That's nice. Keep sending my settlers. Alright, let's adopt some policies. Well, I think we're going to want a lot of gold. But, so, let's go with commerce, because also, helps with gold production and trade. Sure. Purchasing items cost less, +2 from land. Great merchants, yeah. And it'll just allow more from trading posts. Just not exactly a normal way I'd go. Normally I'd probably go Liberty, but I'm just going for money right now. Because we get a large amount of cash flowing. Well, we're playing just for military victory, so obviously autocracy. Be some autocrats, that'd be fun. I mean, it's communism, autocracy, communism, autocracy, autocracy, communism. Basically, those are the only two that are good. Freedom sucks. Unless you're going basically for a culture victory. Got the Byzantines? Yep. Perfect. Got Theodore. Got me probably a bitch this whole game, but we can deal with that. Found a beautiful city of Antium. Keep pulling me away from what I was trying to do. Fuckers. Very annoying sometimes. Good. That's a good city. That would be a large city. A lot of food production, lush land, some lakes. Coast. We got the Moluccans, right? Yep. See what I mean? Look, with the cultural idea, it'll say 100% Roman, and they're happy. Well, they're Budapest, but eventually we might have some Budapest citizens living here, and it might be like 99% Roman, 1% Budapest, and Budapest people might just be content while the Romans are happy. That's basically what I'm saying here. We should probably build an army, because we are on a high enough difficulty level that there's going to probably be an invasion within like 30 turns, I should say. But, I'll probably go with an aqueduct, increase food production. The gold will fix itself, and that'll start drastically increasing as time goes on, as cities grow and units are put to place, and just basically build up the cities. I like railroad because there's no point to building roads this late in the game. You may as well go straight for railroad as soon as the time comes. Let's just make a quick deal here with the Byzantines, accept some embassies.
Μέλημα.
Will reveal her city, and allow me, to put a spy in Constantinople, which, well, basically war me. I'll do that with put a spy in the capital of each civilization as I meet them. My main strategy is find out what's going on with them. I'm good. Do you have some oil nearby? Do I have any oil in here? Or is this just a lake? No, it's a. Does this open up? That better open up. Yeah, it's coast and ocean in the middle there, so it should. Now I've built the ironworks. Let's just start pushing out some great wonders. To go with Brandenburg or Big Ben? Go with Brandenburg. Gate, that'll help a lot. And in Cume, happiness is already crushed. Issue is starting relatively late. And I got Wittenberg. I think they're just religious, so it won't help me much. With you, just send you to build some like lumber mills, and you can build some plantation there. Those we really do need happiness. Open borders? No, fuck you. I don't trust you. I've never trusted anybody to just give them open borders right off the bat. I mean, it's really, if you ask me, it's always a plot for invasion, or an excuse to send soldiers north, or wherever I am in relation to the game, but whatever. Explore the world. Send him back up, though. Explore more to my east. They want me to build roads, but I'll have, like, railroad in 10 turns, so not worth it. Construct a plantation. Officially meet the Malaccans. Iron, jewelry, iron's late games. It's not, iron and horses are not really necessary at all. I mean, it really comes down to oil and aluminum, or aluminium, as I sometimes say, but pointless too, as an American, but... And just send G this way. And that'll be that. Welcome, play this shit. She's happy with me. But within... I'd make a bet within 30 turns. She and somebody else will plan to invade. Yep, and now I've got the Mongols. See how they have a longer name, though? Like the Mongolian chieftain, those names will grow a lot more as policies get adopted. Spy in their capital. So they're to the west of me. That's kind of hoping that everybody would be to the south. But... hope in vain, but send him back to Rome. Basically base my whole army back home. I mean, I don't care about a huge, broad, expansive knowledge of the world, because civilizations will come to me, and I'd rather just protect have a home defense, essentially. In Antium, we should probably build a zoo for happiness purposes before moving on. And yeah, we'll have Brandenburg Gate in 5 turns. No open borders for you. Just not trustworthy. I mean, they have Nicaea there, so they're gonna obviously look at me for their next invasion. Except embassy with the Poles. Oh, good. That's kind of where I was hoping the next civilizations would be, because I sort of want them to ally all together. And when they invade, I'll wipe out the Byzantines, move on to the Poles, etc. I mean, a strategy that I've employed enough times to understand quite well. She really wants those open borders, which always makes me laugh because it's pretty much pointless. I mean, if I give her open borders, she's not even going to send anybody to me, but yeah, I can get open borders with her, but I don't need it. Before I forget, move you to Warsaw. I'm happy that Poland is now a civilization. I mean, they're quite deserving in it in terms of their history and whatnot. Go meet Florence. And good. Alright. I think this is a good wrapping up point. We'll pick this up next time. That should be out relatively soon as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Have a good day.